Welcome to Darrell Walker's Coaches Show with your host, Ray Tucker.
They call it March Madness, and it's just around the corner. The only problem is nobody told February you can't have March Madness in February. This past weekend, 7 of the top 10 teams in the country lost. The top 6 teams in America lost this past weekend. That's why they call it Madness, and March is just around the corner, Coach.
No, it's right around the corner. We're getting ready to head down to Pensacola. We want to be part of that March Madness. We had a chance 2 years ago to go down there and win the tournament. And of course, COVID took over, and now this year with injuries. But, hey, we have nothing to lose, and I'm looking forward to getting down to the Pensacola and playing, Ray.
You know, I saw a figure in the paper this morning. It said after last season, 1,700 players entered their name in the transfer portal, totally changing the landscape of college basketball.
No, it is. And at the end of the day, kids are going to transfer whether they play 30 minutes, 2 minutes, average 30 points, or average 2 points. So my thing as a coach, Ray, and I've talked to you about this in private, is that I'm going to be the coach that I want to be. I'm a coach the way I want to coach. And if guys wants to transfer, they come in my office, I'm going to tell them to see you later, go see the compliance guy, and go where you're going. Because at the end of the day, you got to be who you are as a coach, Ray. If not, you're hurting yourself as a coach.
Is the portal here to stay?
That's a decision that the NCAA is going to have to make a decision about, because I have no problem with somebody wanting to transfer, because coaches change jobs all the time. You know that, Ray. You've been doing this longer than me. I have no problem with that. But at the end of the day, kids are leaving at a rate that's so high, that's incredible, and it's going to keep happening unless they change the rules a little bit.
All right, we played our final 2 games of the regular season, both here at the Jack Stevens Center. We were against App State and Coastal Carolina. We'll take a look at video of those 2 games when we come back.
Just 40 minutes from Little Rock at the Saracen, it's always fun. Craps, poker, slot machine, lots of money will be won. Come and win or come to eat, mama, get the best steak you ever had. You want to be at the Saracen, heck, you've seen it in this ad. Woo! Saracen, whoa, come to win. Saracen, come to win.
Welcome back to the Darrell Walker Coaches Show. Ray Tucker along with head coach Darrell Walker. As you look ahead here, and your final 2 games were against the teams from the East Coast, App State, a veteran team and a very good basketball team.
Very good basketball team. They have some guys that probably been together for at least 3 to 4 years. It's like those guys were never going to leave, but they're a good basketball team. They're well coached, and it was a good basketball game. We had our chances, but they shot the ball so well from the 3-point line. That was Nicola making a move right there. It's a bad defensive slip assignment right there where we didn't tag on the roll guy right there. DJ didn't.
I recall last year in the conference tournament down in Pensacola, Almonacee for them.
Yes.
They won 4 games in 4 days. They were defending Sun Belt champions. He went off, and he went off here at the Jack Stevens Center too.
Well, I'm telling you, Ray, we sat down and talked about him and dealt with those guys to make them put the ball on the floor and take away their 3-point shots. And we didn't do that. And then he got hot. I mean, he scored the first 10 or 12 points by himself. But overall, we got back in the basketball game. That's CJ right there making the layup right there. They're a good basketball team. And it was, I felt it was a good test for us getting ready for the tournament. There he is making another shot. We didn't run them off the 3-point line. So they're solid. They're good. But at the end of the day, I thought we had a chance to win the basketball game, and we didn't.
You know what makes basketball so exciting is it is a game of runs.
Yep.
Most games. In this game, they had a 9-0 run. We had a 9-0 run. They had an 11-0 run. We had an 8-0 run.
Yeah, but they had such a big lead that every time we made a good run, we were still down 6 or 7 points. So at the end of the day, we can't let teams get big leads on us. We come out slow sometime, and we got to quit doing that. And so hopefully we go down to Pensacola, we won't do that. It's Jordan Jefferson making a nice jump shot out of the corner. He's really coming on as a young player. He can flat out shoot the basketball. Just has to get stronger, but his future is bright for us.
I do want to say this. This was a historic game of nature for us, and the fact that first time in the history of the school as a Division I school, we had a player get a triple-double.
Yeah, Myron Gardner really played well. But I also said after I watched the film, Ray, I said he had a quadruple-double, and everybody went, what are you talking about? I said, well, he gave up 19 points defensively while a lot of missed assignments defensively. But Myron's a talented kid, and believe it or not, Ray, I tell you this all the time, he's still trying to learn how to play the game. He doesn't really know how to play the game. He's just playing off ability right now. I'm trying to make him to think the game and be instinctively instead of worried about just off the dribble stuff and playing with talent.
All right, his real numbers, 13 points, 16 rebounds, 10 assists.
Yeah, well, I saw some other things. I saw some other things that made it a quadruple double, but The 16 rebounds were more impressive than anything else to me. That's a lot of rebounds, man.
All right, I'm looking at second half highlights here.
Yeah, we're down 38-29 and getting ready for the second half. That's a layup again by Almasy. Made a nice little layup right there. C.J. White going in there and shoot. He could do that all the time against teams, shoot over those guards that's guarding him. But, both teams played pretty well. They just shot the ball so well. They were 10 for 23 from the three-point line. They really shot the ball well, and they shot 52% from the field. We shot 41% and 30% from the three-point line, so it's going to be hard to win. We have to be between 45 and 50% for us to really win basketball games. And when we do that, we usually win.
By the way, at the half, we trailed 40-32, and as I just said, we're looking at the second half here.
Yeah, we made a run and got back in the basketball game a little bit, but this team has been together a long time. That's Myron knocking down a shot right there out of our motion offense. So we stuck around for a good while in this basketball game.
Crazy thing about this game, the officials let them play. The first half, there were only 6 total fouls called.
Yeah, I thought the referees did a good job. I don't say much to referees unless it's just something blatant.
I wasn't trying to take you that direction.
I know. I just don't. I just don't. I thought both teams played pretty well. I just thought they shot the ball so much better than we did. Instead of C.J. running him off the line, he just closes out very slow. He just jumps up and shoots the basketball.
We say this week to week. One of the situations here is that you're playing with true freshman guards, and we're playing teams with veteran guards who've been starting for 4 years.
Yeah, that's just part of it. This season's been a very rough season for us. Everybody knows that about the injuries, 150-some games lost to injuries, and we ain't talking about COVID. This team we haven't had a chance to get any continuity, any rhythm. So it is what it is. But the 2 freshman guards have been playing well.
You grab your roster. I've done this repeatedly, and I start going down it, making out my sheets for the games, and I go, missing.
I mean, it's nobody cares about it, Ray. But it's just so many guys have been hurt, man, the whole year, and it's just hard. You're playing with guys playing 35 minutes should be playing 15 minutes, and at the end of the day. Things are going to show up once the games keep going on and on.
But you have a short bench, and the guys who are playing 35 minutes.
They're playing a lot of minutes instead of playing 28 minutes. They're playing 37. Sometimes, one game, Myron played the whole game. That's Jovan going in for a nice dunk right there. Surprised he didn't get a technical foul right there. But we 70-58 right there in the game. It's a 10-point game with 2 minutes left. But this team has played hard all year, Ray. I have no problem with the way this team has played. We've just been so shorthanded. It's hard to get wins when you're that shorthanded.
Coming down to the the end of this one, 78-66 was the final. App State won it. Second game of the week was against Coastal Carolina. It was senior night, and we'll take a look at highlights from that game when we come back with more of the Darrell Walker Coaches Show. Stay with us.
Sport builds us up. It strengthens our bodies. It strengthens our resolve. Sport teaches us lessons of grace or humility or humanity. And that we're far more powerful together. Winning the hour, or winning the year, or winning our lives. We're winning our way. Because while a season is short, fierce is forever.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. Meet new friends or reconnect with some old ones and find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Step into the new with a new Chevy. Very well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy vehicles. Plus, on select models, current competitive owners get an additional $750 bonus cash. See your Arkansas Best Chevy dealer.
Second game of the week, Coastal Carolina came in. It was a Friday. We had one of our bigger crowds. Prior to the game, I went down. I'd never met Cliff Ellis before, and I had to go down and meet this guy who's coached for 47 years.
That's Uncle Cliff.
And a very colorful guy.
Yes, I mean he is. Everybody. He's very colorful and he's very funny. But what people don't really look at, he's got 812 wins. He's like number 5 or 6 on the all-time win list. And people look at him because he's such a comedian and such a funny guy. No, this guy's a very good basketball coach, and he's done it for 40 years. And we had a nice conversation after the game was over. He said, Coach, I'm really going to miss you guys leaving. It's unfortunate you guys have to leave. You one of the good guys in the league, and your team is playing well, and we're going to miss you guys. And I told him, hey, I'm going to miss you too.
All right, again, we had a nice crowd on hand. We're going to take a look at highlights of this one. It was senior night. A lot of guys, we had a number of guys honored.
Yeah, that's Vince Cole right there who can shoot the basketball. We told our team to run him off the line and make him dribble the ball. And every time we did that, he had a difficult time scoring. That's DJ making a little 3-point shot right there. It was a good basketball game. We lost 68-55, but it was a lot closer than what the score said. And this is the Williams kid. He had 30, a career high against Arkansas State, two nights before we played us. So we were trying to lock in on him, and we did a good job on him.
I think he had 31 in that A-State game.
Yes, he did. He had a really good game.
Now, they opened with a 15-3 run, and later on we had a 10-0 run.
We had a 10-0 run, got back in the basketball game. That's Jovan knocking a nice shot down, nice assist from Myron Garden.
That's his spot on the floor.
That's his spot on the floor. It really is.
You'd think opposing teams would run him off that spot.
Yeah, we be telling our guys to run guys off the line, and it doesn't happen either. So I understand the coaches feel it. But we made a run and got back in the basketball game, and we played pretty good basketball. That's Myron making a shot right there. He's really shooting the ball pretty good from the three-point line right now.
Coach, he's got one of the prettiest shots I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a hitch in it at all.
No, he's a talented player, but I got to teach him how to play the game the right way, and his future is bright around here. You know, we got back in the games 18-10 right there. Gave up an easy basket that we shouldn't have gave up right out of transition. This is a talented basketball team. Nobody talks about Coastal. I think they're one of the dangerous teams in the tournament. They got guys that can score. They got guys that can go off the dribble, and they rebound the ball pretty well. So they're a dangerous basketball team. I thought Admir played one of his best games of the year of his career here at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock. He gave us a great lift off the bench. He played really well.
And 14 points was a career high for him.
He played well. That's this awful defense right there in our 1-3-1 defense right there. Guy goes straight in for a layup.
You know, you and I talked after the game about it. Defense is about pride.
It is. It's about saying you're not going to keep scoring on me. And I wish my team had a little bit more of my DNA in them. I'd love to guard people and make it difficult for them to score, but you have to want it. You have to want to defend. Moving the ball, that's Admir, who can make that shot. You know that, Ray. He's been here. You know he can make that shot. 29-25 with 1 minute left. We got right back in that basketball game in the first half.
He got a tooth knocked out last week.
Two of them knocked out.
Two of them?
He got 2 of them knocked out. That's Admir keeping the ball alive. I mean, I was happy for him because, you know, he hadn't played well this year. He played a lot better last year, but he really turned it on in this game.
He played well at the end of the season last year. Now here he is doing it again.
Here he is doing it again, and we're going to need him down the stretch. Hopefully we can play a lineup of Nicola and Admir together down in the tournament and see what happens with it. You know, that's Jordan Jefferson going in for a little move.
Here we are in the second half.
Second half, yeah.
Halftime, it was 33-25.
Yeah, right there, it's 36-29, and you know we just got to keep our heads up and get down to Pensacola and see what we can do for 4 games and take 1 game at a time. A beautiful pass right there. Jordan Jefferson can really shoot the basketball. This kid can flat out shoot the basketball. And I'm trying to tell him, people are getting up on you closer now because now you're on everybody's scouting report. And he doesn't understand what I'm saying, I'm sure, but he's on everybody's scouting report as a shooter.
And he's got a pretty shot,
too.
A
gorgeous
really
shot.
Smooth.
And he can go off the dribble. This is where he has to get better on the defensive side of the ball. You know, bad pick and roll defense right there.
I think we got a bunch of guys that need to do that.
Yeah, it's a process. This has been a trying year for me, Ray, but I think it's made me a lot better coach on some other things that I need to clean up. And so it's been a tough year, but it's also been a learning year for me and my team. How do you handle adversity? Once again, that's Vince Cole taking us off the dribble.
4 minutes to play in the game. It was 55-51.
Yeah, we were down 5 points or whatever it was, and we had a chance. And, you know, we turned the ball over 3 consecutive times in a row, and they went bam, 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 game over with just that quick, man. And I felt bad for the guys because we had played so well, really played good defense, good offense, and had a chance to win the basketball game and turn the ball over 3 possessions in a row. You can't do that.
I like what I see out of Admir. He's right-handed. He shot that left-handed. He had the night he had a left-hand jump hook.
No, he made a jump hook. I mean, he's picking it up for us. So hopefully he can keep playing for us. This is Isaiah backing down a smaller player, just shooting over the top of him. Nothing he can do about that one. And we're trying to press and trap and get back in the basketball game. You know, moving the ball around pretty well right there. Wide open shot that CJ missed. He was 1 for 8, and that's Admir again playing well. You know, Addy again in the lane. I mean, he plays so good for us, man. There's 55-51, whatever, the 55-50, and we're right here. We're right here. That shot went in, and we're down whatever it was, 6 or 7 points, 6 points, I think, and we had a chance. And that's the first turnover right there. Turn it over, they go down, and they score. Get a dunk. And we turned it over again.
Here's one of the things that really hurt us. We went 11 of 20 at the free throw line. This is a team that shoots 73% on the year.
Yeah, we shoot pretty good percentage from the field, from the free throw line, and didn't shoot it well from the free throw line. And let's be honest, didn't shoot it well from the field. We shot 38% from the field and still had a chance to win the basketball game. And that's why I keep trying to tell my guys, if we can just get hot and shoot the ball 47% for 4 games in a row, I think we can win the tournament.
Finally, in this one, Coastal Carolina, Uncle Cliff wins it 68-65. Next up is the conference tournament down in Pensacola. We know we'll play South Alabama. We'll talk more about that when we come back with more on the Darrell Walker Coaches Show.
It's time to expect more from yourself, from us, from the typical college experience. UA Little Rock offers world-class programs, including business, computer science, criminal justice, cybersecurity, engineering, and nursing. But there's so much more. Expect to be amazed by state-of-the-art facilities. Expect to be challenged by motivated faculty. And expect a welcome place in the heart of Arkansas. University of Arkansas at Little Rock.
We talk about college basketball being 3 seasons. There's non-conference, conference play, and then postseason play. And we're here ready for March Madness.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet with my team the day before practice. Just tell them this is a whole new season now. We're coming down with a different agenda. We got South Alabama, and all you have to do is win 4 games to get to the tournament.
All right, we started off the show and we were talking about the transfer portal.
Oh, boy.
When you look at South Alabama, they are loaded with Power 5 conference transfers from Auburn, Texas A&M, LSU, Memphis. This is a loaded team.
It's loaded. Richie's done a good job in the transfer portal, getting a lot of good basketball players out of there. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. But I thought we played well the first time we played them. The first half, the second half, they just beat the daylights out of us. So, and we were very short-handed. But now hopefully we got Nicola back. We can get Admir in there some. They're going to see a different team. I think we're a lot better team than the last time South Alabama saw us. Whether our record doesn't say it, but I think we're a lot better basketball team.
All right. Put you on the spot here.
Okay.
Who wins it? Who wins the Sun Belt tournament?
Trojans. Little Rock Trojans.
Little Rock Trojans.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would say that.
No, why wouldn't I say that?
I'm packing.
It's wide open right down there. It's wide open, and I'm saying it on
That's what I was fishing for, Coach. It's wide open.
And I'm saying it on camera. If we can shoot between 46 and 48% for 4 games, we're going to have a chance. If it's in the 30s, we're going to come home real fast.
And let's make that the Little Rock Trojans. The Little Rock Trojans, not the Troy Trojans.
No, not the Troy Trojans. The Little Rock Trojans.
The tournament in Pensacola. Last year we didn't play in the big arena.
Right.
Everybody's playing that arena this year. Not a good experience last year.
It was a bad experience. The locker room wasn't bigger than this table right here, so it was a very tight situation. Hopefully the locker rooms will be bigger. The court's going to be bigger, and at the end of the day, you still got to go play.
Darrell Walker, look forward to the trip to Florida. I'd like to remind all you basketball fans out there, high school state tournaments are going on. If you get a chance, go out and support your local team.